Here's a difference between being strong and being completely unhinged. We've all seen the overpowered MC hold back, play, nice, follow the rules. But what happens when that restraint finally breaks? When the hero stops caring about collateral damage and starts handing out reality checks like they're going out of style? Today we're counting down the exact moments. Overpowered main characters went absolutely insane. Ain's Ual Gown cast the goal of all life is death against the army that invaded his tomb, and everything changed. This wasn't a spell, this was complete annihilation. 70,000 soldiers turned to dust in seconds, and Ainz didn't even flinch. The army thought numbers mattered. They were wrong. The way Ainz calmly explained what was happening while an entire military force ceased to exist showed the gap between him and everyone else. That wasn't a battle, that was a demonstration of what happens when you invade the tomb of a max level player. He let them march in, let them feel confident, then erase their existence with a single spell.
Sate, そろそろかな。
Who went from weakest hunter to absolute monster, but the moment he fully awakened, his shadow army made it clear he wasn't just strong anymore, he was a one-man apocalypse, thousands of shadows under his complete control, rising from enemy corpses, turning their fallen comrades against them, the red eyes glowing in the darkness, ready to execute any command instantly. The sheer scale made other S-rank hunters look like they were playing a different game. Jinwoo turned necromancy into an art form. His enemies didn't just lose, they became part of his collection. Another shadow soldier in an army that only grows stronger with every victory.
Aya!
Gojo's Unlimited Void is genuinely one of the most oppressive abilities ever shown. When he activated it against special grade curses, they couldn't even process what was happening. Infinite information flooding their brains all at once for 0.2 seconds, but those 0.2 seconds contained 6 months worth of information. Their minds just broke completely. Gojo didn't need to throw a single punch. He literally overwhelmed them with pure information and walked away while they collapsed. The way he casually adjusted his blindfold afterwards, like he just finished a boring task, showed exactly why he's the strongest sorcerer alive. What makes this peak is Gojo was holding back the entire time. He used 0.2 seconds specifically to avoid killing humans nearby. If he wanted to, he could have destroyed their minds permanently.
技術師が廃人にならず後遺症も残らないであろう無料空所の滞在時間 0.2 秒の間に改造人間を含めた技術師の脳には時間にして約半年分の情報が流し込まれしかし地下5階の生き残りは2月後に残らず社会復帰を果たす特級呪霊は今この瞬間に目を覚ますかもしれない
Meliodas got hit with a massive attack that should have vaporized him. Instead, he used full counter and sent it back twice as strong. The enemy tried to counter that, so Meliodas countered the counter. Each reversal doubled the power exponentially until the final blast reshaped the entire battlefield. The back and forth looked insane, like watching a tennis match where each hit could destroy a city. When the dust settled, Meliodas was standing there completely fine while his opponent got erased from existence. This wasn't brute force, this was pure technique taken to the extreme. Meliodas used their own strength against them, multiplied it, and handed it back. The smirk on his face made it clear he was never in danger, he was just showing off.
面白い。俺っちのリンクには勝てないのだよ。ま まさか魔力が上昇している。俺でもまだ完全な状態ではないというのか。
メリオダス殿の変化は
Rimuru is usually chill and diplomatic, but after Falmouth invaded and killed his people, he stopped playing nice. He sacrificed 20,000 enemy souls to evolve into a true demon lord, then immediately used that power to resurrect everyone who died and systematically wipe out the entire invading army. The transformation was cold calculated. He showed no hesitation, no regret, just pure tactical destruction. His aura after evolving was so oppressively intense that enemies started fleeing on sight. Rimuru went from adorable slime to genuine apocalyptic threat. Instantly, what makes this hit different is the contrast. We spent an entire season watching Rimuru build friendships. Then in one episode, he becomes something terrifying. The message was clear. You can be friends with Rimuru, or you can be his enemy. But if you choose the latter, there's no going back.
食らうがいい。この私の最高の奥義をデモンブラスター。
食らい尽くせベルゼビュート。
バカな、そんなバカな。私の最高の奥義なんだぞ。
無駄だよクレイマン。お前は俺より弱い。お前の知っている情報を素直に喋れば苦痛を与えずに殺してやるよ。
Saitama finally used what he called a serious punch against Boros, and the shockwave split the clouds and atmosphere across the entire planet. The collapsing star, roaring cannon that was about to destroy the surface got completely negated. Boros threw absolutely everything he had. Saitama used his final form, burned through his life force, and Saitama responded with one actual punch labeled serious just to make Boros feel better about losing. What makes this genuinely crazy is Saitama still wasn't even trying that hard. He put in slightly more effort than usual, and the result was planetary scale destruction. The way he stood there afterwards looking disappointed, because even that wasn't a real fight, captured the entire premise perfectly. Saitama is so strong that winning isn't satisfying anymore. Alucard spent the entire series holding back. He released Level 0 and unleashed all 3,424,321 souls he had absorbed over centuries. The entire area turned into a nightmare. Every person he ever killed came back under his complete control. The vampire army that thought they finally had Alucard cornered realized way too late they weren't fighting one vampire. They were fighting a literal army of the undead. The way Alucard laughed maniacally while his souls tore through enemy forces showed he wasn't just winning, he was enjoying their terror. This wasn't a fight. This was Alucard reminding everyone why he's the most terrifying vampire in all of fiction. The sheer scale of the release. The visual of thousands of souls flooding the battlefield, the psychological horror of fighting an enemy that grows stronger with every kill. It all combined into one of the most unhinged displays of power in anime history.
Send in the Salvation Army!
Holy fuck, bro, this is what we get for sticking our necks out!
Send in the forces of the Temple Bet Zion!
They fucked off before the battle even started!
Seriously, I can't believe they thought we were going to help them!
That's for the Ryland Massacres, you schmuck!
Cheers!
It's kind of hilarious in a mundane way, isn't it?
No!
But
Ichigo became Getsuga itself. His hair turned black. His Reiatsu became so overwhelming it distorted space, and Aizen, who had been completely untouchable, suddenly looked genuinely concerned. The final Getsuga Tensho erased everything in its path. When it connected, Aizen got hit so hard, the Hogyoku that made him immortal gave up on him and sealed him instead. This was Ichigo burning away all his Shinigami power for one final strike, and it worked. The build-up, the transformation, the execution, everything about this moment hit exactly right. It proved that even against an immortal god-tier villain, raw determination and sacrifice can still win. What makes this peak is Ichigo knew the cost. He knew using this technique meant losing his powers permanently, and he did it anyway without hesitation. That kind of commitment is what makes a protagonist legendary.
これが最後の月牙天将だ。その姿は最後の月牙天将ってのは月牙になることだ。俺は死神の力の全てをまだ何も感じない。まさかさらに上の次元に立っているというのか。無月。
Eren touched Zeke activated the Founding Titan and broke the entire world in half. The rumbling began. Millions of colossal titans rose from the walls and started marching to flatten every nation outside Paradise Island. Eren's transformation wasn't just powerful, it was apocalyptic. He became a skeletal titan so massive it dwarfed everything else. His spine stretched across the landscape like a mountain range. The moment he spoke threw paths directly into the mind of every single Eldian across the world, and calmly explained his plan to commit genocide. The entire fandom lost it. This wasn't a hero saving the world. This was the main character becoming the final villain himself, and he committed to it fully. No hesitation, no regret, no last-minute redemption. Arc, just pure unrelenting destruction on a scale anime had never shown before. Eren decided that if the world wanted to destroy paradise, he would destroy the world first. The psychological impact of watching the protagonist you followed for years turn into humanity's greatest threat hit different.